Hello again. So today I want to talk about motivation, or what drives people. And I'm a little odd when it comes to motivation because I am a big advocate of negative motivation, and not so much with other people. I don't really like to break people down. I used to when I was much younger and I was a much more terrible person. I would often incentivize people by slamming them and insulting them, and I would take whatever they had been building and smash that shit and use it as a driving force to try to move people forward. And part of that was for selfless reasons, and part of that was because of some misplaced sense of ego that I enjoyed it, right? Nowadays, I only really use negative motivation for myself. And I use positive motivation for other people. And so when I'm talking to other people and they talk to me about what they want to build, a book they want to write, a program they want to make, whatever it is they want to do, I try and motivate them positively. I try to say, keep at it. Your writing isn't the best, but you learn some grammar, you practice your English, maybe put some time into it, and it will sound good. Your music's repetitive. Learn from that, but hey, don't get upset that your music's repetitive. Everybody at some point hits blockages and blockades that stop them from progressing as an artist. But with myself, it's the polar opposite, and I don't have an issue with that. I think it's actually a better system for myself. I need to assert that what I'm doing isn't acceptable. When I look in the mirror, right, I get up in the morning and I walk out into the bathroom and I look at myself in the mirror and I see the excess weight, or I see collections of fat or whatever it is that I don't like about myself. I take note of that. I take a snapshot, a mental snapshot, and I hold on to it like it's a life energy, just not gonna let go of it. Because anytime in the future that I start doing something, I start breaking commitments, or I start interfering with my plan to be a better person and my intention to be a better person, I look at that mental photograph and I use it as exhibit A in demolishing myself. Oh, you saw yourself in the mirror. You saw your excess weight and proportions, and you saw the areas of yourself that you're not happy with, but you're not going to put down the fork, will you? You're about to have a triple fudge sundae. You're about to splurge. You're going to, do something that's counterproductive. And I say, of course you will. Of course you will, with your gelatinous black hole of a mouth. You're going to bring that in. And I use that. I berate myself, and as a result, I go, you know what? That you're right, that's not acceptable, right? I actually tell myself that. I go, you're right, that's not acceptable, right? I have to forcefully confront myself when faced with troubling forks in the road, right? No pun intended on the forks. I have to really break it down for me and say that this isn't the way that it's gonna be. Studying, right? Am I procrastinating? Quit procrastinating. Quit fucking off. You got stuff to do. You got work that needs to be done. You have things that need to happen. Stop wasting time. Do not be like all these other people who are going to get to the age of 40s, high 40s, they're going to get into their early 50s, and they're going to realize that they've done nothing. They've worked a job, they've gone in, they've gone out, but they've done nothing with the money. They've just survived off of it. They've just lived their time, and now they're going to expire and go, it's just not in the cards. It's not for me. I'll never be successful. They had every opportunity if they had just actually exerted themselves, actually put forth the time and effort, and work. When work finished, and they had the opportunity to take the time that they spent on, watching a rerun of a show they've already seen 4 times that they don't even enjoy, it's just on, right? They could have spent that time building something, doing something, building themselves, doing something meaningful, spending time with people that are meaningful, and instead it was squandered. And so I use that as a negative reinforcement for myself and motivations. And I say, don't be that person. Don't be that person that's going to die and wish that they had spent their time building things now that you could have been building your entire life. And this right here is an example of something that I am forcing myself to do. But not forcing myself to do it because I don't want to, and I am forcing myself to sit down and do it regardless. I'm forcing myself to do it because it's something. It's something with that is physical and that lasts, and it's something that I already have internally, and it doesn't take me anything to make that physical. I just have to sit down and vocalize what it is that I feel and that I think, and take that monologue and put it outwards. I have to motivate myself negatively to do that. And so the message that I want to impart today isn't just to talk about how I motivate myself and how I motivate other people, but to apply that to your life, right? Don't be afraid to be critical of yourself. Don't be afraid to really look at yourself and motivate yourself in whatever method works best for you. If you need to crack the whip at yourself to get stuff done, buy the biggest bullwhip that you can locate and crack it without remorse, because there's nothing worse than feeling like you had an opportunity and you threw it away. You are full of potential, so channel it. Have a good day.